Yeah, good afternoon students. Now we will continue from the last session. So in the last, what we have seen in the last session. So first we have seen what are all the steps which are involved in the agricultural practices for the production of crops. The first step is the soil preparation, and we have seen what are all the implements or the tools which are used for it. And then we have seen sowing, the funnel shaped equipment, and then the modern seed drill. And the next step is the manures and fertilizers, adding manures and fertilizers to the soil for the good growth of crops. So now we will see what is the definition. The substance added to the soil for healthy growth of plant is called as manure and fertilizers. The substance added to the soil for the healthy growth of plant is called as manures and fertilizers. So the important nutrients which is necessary for the growth of plant is the nitrogen, calcium, potassium, copper, zinc, etc. So this nitrogen, calcium and potassium are considered as the macronutrients. What? Nitrogen, calcium and potassium are considered as macronutrients, and then copper, zinc are the micronutrients. Macro means large. They are needed in a large quantity, and then copper and zinc, they are the micronutrients. So measures to replenish soil nutrients are by adding manures and because the continuous growth of crops, it leads to emptying of the nutrients in the soil. So how to again give the nutrients to the soil? That is, replenish means something new adding to it. Replenish means something new we add to it to get its energy. So the soil loses all its energy by the continuous repetition of the growth of crops. So to give energy to it, we add some manures and fertilizers. And one more method is crop rotation. What do you mean by crop rotation? Crop rotation is nothing but, for example, we grow sugarcane on the land. We are growing sugarcane on the land. And then next year also we are growing the same sugarcane. Means, for example, for the growth of sugarcane it needed nitrogen. Okay. So the roots would absorb only the nitrogen content in the soil and the others will be left free. So there is deficient of nitrogen. So if the crops which are grown are changed, for example, now we grow sugarcane and the next time wheat and the next time paddy, etc. There is a chance of absorbing all the nutrients which are present in the soil. So the first step is to adding manures and fertilizers, and the next one is by the crop rotation. So next, what is the difference between manure and fertilizer? What is the difference between manure and fertilizer? Manure is nothing but it is a natural product. Manure is a natural product, and then fertilizer, it is man-made, artificial or synthesized. So manure is a natural product and fertilizer is a artificial one. So the manure consists of organic matter, that means natural, which can be decomposable easily. So the manure consists of organic matter and the fertilizers consist of inorganic matter. And then, so inorganic matter in the sense chemicals. Organic means the naturally available grasses, cow dung, etc. So this manure is prepared from animal excreta, that means animal wastes and then plant wastes. So fertilizer is prepared from chemicals. Manure causes no pollution to soil and water but fertilizer causes pollution to soil and water. Here you are able to see the pictures of manure and then fertilizer. Now we will move to the next one. So, how to prepare manure? Preparation of manure. The first one is compost. So, first one is compost. So, for preparing the compost, that is the manure, first we have to dig a pit. On that pit, first we need to put a layer of soil and then all the available wastes like which are decomposable. The decomposable wastes like plant waste, animal wastes like cow dung and then straws. What do you mean by straws? The waste stacks of wheat, etc. We need to put everything and then cover it. So after covering it and leaving it to decompose after 4 to 5 months. We must allow it for decomposition for 4 to 5 months. We would get a rich manure, that is the compost. This compost is rich in humus. This compost is, that is the manure, is rich in humus. Humus is nothing but an organic nutrient which is prepared from the organic waste materials by the action of microorganisms. Humus is nothing but it is a nutrient in the soil. It gives energy to the soil. It is produced by the action of microorganisms. This is compost. And the second picture is vermicompost. What do you mean by vermicompost? All the processes are same, but here we have the earthworms. I said already, earthworms are called as friend of farmers, right? Earthworms are called as friend of farmers. So, in the vermicompost process, we would be using the earthworms. So, they are rich in humus, which helps in the good growth of plants. I hope that you all have seen Kapan, Surya's movie. You have seen in the film, right? They have shown that what he said, that is rich in minerals, nutrients. They does not use anything artificial fertilizer. They use only rich manure and it is called as black gold, right? Yeah, the same. And then what are all the advantages of manure? What are the advantages of manure? Manure is better than fertilizers. Manure is better than fertilizers and it improves the quality of soil. It is better than fertilizer. It improves the quality of soil, increase the growth of microbes. So the presence of microbes and earthworms helps in the movement of rotation of air into the soil. So this rotation of air helps the roots to absorb the air and then grow well. And this manure increases the water holding capacity of soil and it does not cause pollution to soil and water. And the next thing is fertilizers. These fertilizers are chemical substances which are rich in only particular nutrients. For example, if you think, so how to know that the soil are deficient in particular nutrients? So the farmers, what they used to do means they used to take some soil from their land and give it for testing, soil testing center. There they used to take the pH test for the soil. What do you mean by pH? What do you mean by pH? Answer me. Yeah, pH is nothing but percentage of hydrogen. pH is nothing but percentage of hydrogen. So the farmers used to take some part of soil, that is a less quantity, and then give it to the soil testing center. They used to test the soil and they used to say what are all the deficient in the soil. By testing that, they came to know the nature of the soil. by knowing the nature of the soil, we would say what is deficient there. If nitrogen is deficient there, they used to put nitrogen fertilizer, and these fertilizers are prepared in factories. These fertilizers are prepared in factories. And then example of some commonly used fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, etc. Often they used to use urea for the rice crops. So the usage of fertilizer causes harm to the soil and also human beings. The use of fertilizer causes harm to the soil and also to the microorganisms and the earthworms which are present in the soil, and then to the human beings who eat them also. And it also pollute the soil and water if we add fertilizers to the soil when rain comes. So the fertilizers will be washed away with the rainwater, and they used to get mixed with the sea, river, pond, etc. So the water which is there also get polluted, and the organisms which are present in these lakes and rivers also get polluted by harms by this. So the fertilizer is an artificial one, and the only thing is that disadvantage of the manures over the fertilizer is fertilizers we are able to get fast, but the preparation of manures take much time. So now we will have a short recap what we have seen from the first. We have seen the definition of agriculture and what is meant by crops. Crops is nothing but large quantity of plant which are grown on a land is called as crops, and based on this the crops are based on the seasons we grow. They are classified into two types, kharif crops and then rabi crops. After that we have seen they are divided into based on the nutrition which gives to us. Then what are all the steps involved in agricultural practices? The first step is soil preparation, sowing of seeds, and then manures and fertilizer. Next we will be seeing about the irrigation, harvesting, saving the plants from the unwanted weeds, and then harvesting and then storage of that plants. So in the soil preparation, what we have seen, what is the point we have seen? The process of loosening or turning the soil is called as the process of loosening or turning the soil is called as tilling. Yes, and then we have seen some of the equipments. They are plug, hoe, and then cultivator. Then in the sowing of seed, first we have to select good quality of seeds, and then the first one is the traditional method, that is the funnel shaped equipment, and then the second one is the seed drill. It saves us time and energy. And then we have seen about manures and fertilizers. What are all the advantages of manures, and then how to prepare manures. In the preparation of manure, what we have seen, first one is compost, how to prepare compost, and then second one is the preparation of vermicompost. Now I will ask you one small question. Name the organic fertilizer which is used for agriculture. Name the organic fertilizer which is used for agriculture. And your options are A. manure, B. urea, C. ammonium sulfate. A. manure, B. urea, C. ammonium sulfate. Which is the manure there? Which is the organic fertilizer in these three options? Yeah, good. Manure is the organic fertilizer. I hope you all clear with this. If any doubts, we will see in the next class. So, be at home, stay safe, go through the lessons. Thank you.